Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for a new apartment living organization series that I am going to be sharing with you all. I am in my friend Katie's apartment and she moved here recently and asked me to help her come up with some functional and sustainable organization systems to take advantage of the limited storage options that she has in her new living situation. So today we are working in her small kitchen and I am going to be organizing underneath of her kitchen sink, in her refrigerator, and in her spice cabinet, and hopefully coming up with a system that will work a little bit better for her. This is episode 1 of a 4-part small space organization series that I will be sharing here on my channel with you over the next couple of weeks. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed and you've got your notification bell turned on so that you don't miss any of those videos. But before we get started, I just wanted to show you an overview of everything that we picked up to organize throughout her apartment. We did film the process of shopping for all of these items and shared a ton of tips and tricks for where to shop, how to find deals, and what to look for when you are working on completely overhauling the organization in your space, especially small spaces. So if you want to see that entire process for how we were able to find all of these items, what we intend to do with them, and how to save a little bit of money, definitely head on over to Katie's channel, Katie Vining. I will leave that linked in the description box for you. Subscribe and watch that entire process over there. But we are just going to get started by first cleaning all of the refrigerator organization bins. Since food will be going in here, I just want to make sure that everything is nice and clean. So give this video a thumbs up if you also clean your food storage containers before use. So I have actually never used a Scrub Daddy sponge before prior to cleaning out these food storage containers and filming this video. I see them on YouTube and Instagram and in HomeGoods and TJ Maxx and Target all the time, but I was just never really interested in trying them out. But man, I have been missing out. I cannot put my finger on why, but I feel like this sponge is just so much better than any other dish sponge I've ever used. So you guys will have to let me know, have you ever tried out a Scrub Daddy, and do you love it as much as I did, and what is it about it that makes it feel so different from other dish sponges? But anyway, once I had all of those containers cleaned out, I'm going to let them air dry, and while I do that, I wanted to make efficient use of my time, so I'm going to work on pulling everything out from under the kitchen sink and organizing this space.
One step forward and another back, I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you look like that, closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on your bed and you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist.
Underneath of their kitchen sink is where Katie and Brian like to keep most of their cleaning supplies, which I feel like that's true for most people. But I'm just going to be sorting through everything, combining duplicate products where I can, and discarding anything that was used or mostly used up to cut down on the volume of products I was going to have to find storage for. You'll also see me take a ton of things out of their outside packaging, or excess packaging as I like to say, and that just makes it so much easier to find space-saving storage solutions for most items. So I'm just going to play around with all of the containers that I had and try to figure out what would best work to have an organized space but also keep it as functional and sustainable as possible. Once I had that all worked out, I'm going to wipe down the cabinet because when a space is empty, why not take advantage of that and get it completely cleaned, which you will see even though this is a brand new apartment and they've only lived here for a couple of months, dirt builds up so fast, as you can see with this paper towel that I had. So it's always good to give these areas a wipe down before you're putting your organization back into them. So I just ended up with a larger bin that had all of the refill items and duplicate items, and then I'm using this little tier tray type organizer that's actually meant for like dishes, but instead I put all of their wipes in the middle there, and then their most used spray bottles and multi-surface on the top, and then just had this little cubby for their paper plates, which are so random, but this is where they like to keep them. I also had this tube that I used for their dishwasher packs and this tier tray for their trash bags, extra sponges, and cleaning cloths, and I think this turned out amazing. They have extra space in the back there that was unused, which gives them room to grow in this cabinet, but everything is still easily accessible. It's a cohesive aesthetic and it really fits for the space. Make sure you're watching through all the way until the end if you want to see Katie's reaction to how all of this organization turned out, but I was completely in love with what I was able to come up with underneath of the sink. Once I was done with that though, those containers still weren't dry, so I moved on to the spice cabinet and figured this would be a really quick thing to organize. So I'm going to do the same as I did underneath of the cabinet, pull everything out, sort through it all, make sure that nothing was expired, combine any of the duplicate items that I could, and start organizing things into categories so that I could figure out how I wanted to put them back in the cabinet.
We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world. 'Cause we got love, love. I need only you here with me. You wanna get close to me, why don't you do it right now? We met for a reason, but you're trying to deny that we should be together. It's heavy weather we're heading for tonight. You better take what you can, 'cause the time is right now. We only need the two of us.
So again, while this cabinet was completely empty, I wanted to take advantage of that and just use a multi-surface spray and paper towel to thoroughly wipe out everything, all of the dust that had collected, any spills that were in there before I started putting anything back into the cabinet. And I am going to be using these 2-pack organizers from the Target Dollar Spot. They are part of the summer collection, which means that they are temporary, but these were great finds. These 2-packs were $1 each and they are perfect for so many areas of the house, but especially for organizing all of these spices. We did show these in the shop with me that Katie and I filmed, and we also found a really great dupe that was equally as affordable in the bathroom section at Target. So if you want to see that again, get any tips and tricks, or just watch the process for how we were able to collect all of these organization items and what deals we were able to find, make sure that you are subscribed to Katie's channel. It will be linked down in the description box, and go watch her shop with me videos that go along with this entire organization series.
Spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though. Wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me.
With those smaller projects out of the way, I was feeling so motivated to go ahead and tackle the refrigerator, which definitely was the most difficult part of all of the kitchen. It was really hard to try to figure out because their refrigerator is actually smaller than an average size just to fit into the apartment, and it gave me a new appreciation for apartment living, that's for sure. But these acrylic containers did do the job and they helped out a ton here, so I'm just going to make sure they're all wiped out and completely dry before I move on to pulling everything out of the fridge and having it all on the countertop so that I can really see absolutely everything that I'm working with and try to design a system that will work long term for Katie and Brian.
Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to you, get next to you. Get next to me, get next to me. Feels like the two of us are golden and gold, you see. What do you got, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get close to me. What do you got, 'cause I am golden, I'm golden. Feels like the two of us are golden and gold, you see. What do you got, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get close to me. What do you got, 'cause I am gold, I'm golden. I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on a fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down, 'cause honestly don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now.
Clearly, I struggled a ton with those condiments and really with all of the food items. You can see me organizing and reorganizing, and to be honest, there were multiple times that I had to just turn off the camera, try to figure something out, and then start recording again when I had collected my thoughts and came up with a plan. But I wanted to share that with you and leave some of these clips in just so that you could know that if you struggle with organizing different areas around your home, you are not alone. It is totally normal to need to organize and reorganize the same space multiple times, and we actually didn't label any of the systems that we came up with for the kitchen in this video, just because sometimes when you start living with an organization system, you realize that it's not as functional as you initially thought and you need to make some changes, and that's totally fine. So maybe eventually there will be an updated video where we go through and label the permanent organization, but for now this is what we came up with, and it at least looked a lot better and felt like it was going to function a lot better than what was here before.
I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now. I don't wanna be trapped in a box. I just wanna go my own way. 'Cause I am on my way.
was pretty happy with how everything turned out, although I do wish that there were more of those smaller organizers in the door of the fridge so that I could break up some of those condiments into different categories and have it organized a little bit better. But I made do with what I had, and overall it looks 10 times better than it did when we first started. You can at least see everything that they have now, and hopefully that will help them to cut down on their grocery budget by not having to repurchase things that they already have in stock. But before I showed Katie, I wanted to clean up the mess that I made in her kitchen.
You held me back when I tried to move on from your life, so you stole my life with clarity. So hold me back, now you're here, 'cause I'm mad, show no fear, wanna let you know just how it felt. Oh no, 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 don't you think we're good? There's no way we could be, no. Oh no, 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 I know the way you look at me, I know it too well.
I did separate everything into trash and recycling, so I'm breaking down all of the cardboard boxes and getting them put into this container that we actually ended up not using and we're going to be donating to Goodwill. And then I'll get all of that out of the way, wipe down the kitchen table, the countertops, do the rest of those dishes that were left in the sink, and just get their kitchen cleaned up so that not only do they have a newly organized space, but they also have a clean space, because how rude would that be for me to totally destroy their kitchen and then just leave that mess for them to clean up. I cleaned out the sink with some regular old dish soap and that Scrub Daddy sponge that I was loving so much, and it did a great job. This is actually my favorite way to clean the sink. This is what I do throughout the day, is just use regular dish soap. I always use a disinfecting and polishing product at nighttime, but I don't want to overuse it. So during the day, when I know there's still going to be more dishes put in here, this is what I like to do. But I did try to get some good angles of this for you guys that love the sink cleaning motivation and you find it so satisfying. Hopefully this does it for you.
I wanna be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby I don't want to lead you on. Not looking for something steady, not ready for that. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. Every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling in love, in love, in love. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling in love, in love. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, in love, in love, in love. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, in love, in love, in love.
I think it was around 7 p.m. that I finally finished all of the organizing and cleaning. For such a small space, this was definitely a full day of working and filming, but it was totally worth it to see Katie's reaction, which I did film for you guys and I've added on to the end of this video, so make sure that you watch that because it was just so sweet and it was such a blessing to be able to do this with and for her. If you have come over from Katie's channel, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I would love to invite you to subscribe and join my little YouTube family. Leave me a comment introducing yourself, and I would love to chat with you all. Definitely make sure that you head on over to Katie's channel as well and subscribe and watch the shopping portion of this organization series if you haven't already. I know you guys are going to absolutely love her just as much as I do and appreciate the content that she shares here on YouTube. But thank you all so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. You ready to see it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Did they know that we're wearing the same shirt?
Oh no, I didn't say that yet. Target Tuesday.
It was start here. It looks so good. How did you like categorize them?
So the far right is all like Italian seasonings and things, and then that one is like kind of specialty seasonings like paprika, cumin, things like that.
I love
and
it.
then
All specialty.
as it goes up,
like fancy.
yeah, it's like seasoning mixes, and then that's all of your like packets, and next to that is all of your baking stuff.
I love it. It looks so good. Hot sauce.
Yeah, I should have brought my Cricut Joy so I could label them, but yeah, you're
Don't
better.
judge my butter. Okay, let's go under here.
You like
That's
it?
so cute.
Do you like it?
Yes, I love it. I love like how she was saying how she like takes everything out of like the secondary packaging.
The excess packaging,
Yeah.
like the outside packages.
And I love that. I never would have thought to do that. That looks really, 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 really cute. And that's awesome.
So what I thought would be like your most used are up on the top, and then like your wipes and everything are on that second one, and then you just had random plates in there. So I put them on the bottom, and then back in that like behind the little tray is like extras like dish soap and extra pods for the dishwasher, and then less used items like pet cleaning things.
Perfect. Oh yeah, I love it. It looks so good. Don't hate on my paper plate.
It's just
Do you not use paper plates?
yeah, but it's a weird spot to keep them, like with
I live in an apartment.
in your cleaning cabinet though.
We don't have any places to put things.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that was such a challenge.
My yogurts have never looked so good. It looks so good.
So clearly the entire bottom is things to drink.
It's liquids, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of protein milk. It was on sale. It was a really good sale, so
Yeah.
we stocked up. It looks so good.
As you drink them, obviously you'll have more room to grow.
Right, all the beverages. We really have a lot of drinks.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
That's what I do in my fridge, and I also put like apples and things in there
Yes.
because they're more easily accessible, so you choose them more often when you can.
I was just gonna say it makes me want to eat them more because they're right there as opposed to like when they're in the drawer. Like I don't think to reach for them.
And your berries are right on top.
On the
And
top of
where
what?
you used to have your cheese in that little drawer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great too.
Just
I
so
love
like there's not fruit everywhere.
And then this is like our like,
Leftovers.
type food. Okay, perfect. And then this is great. I feel like like, you didn't really throw any food out, did you?
No, only expired things, and like I had to combine a couple of condiments.
Because it seems like we have so much more room now that it's like organized, which is amazing. I love it. Don't look in the freezer.
Yeah, it was really hard doing that, by the way.
To do which part?
All of that. You guys really like a variety.
We have extra bubblies too, which is great, and more room to put more if we need them.
Yeah, those are all condiments in that big thing.
Which in
that big thing, and then on top is like salsas and hot sauces.
Yes.
And then like miscellaneous is that very top right.
Nice. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We say we're sauce bosses. That's what we call ourselves.
Sauce boss Katie.
We really love like sauces, condiments, hot sauce, stuff like that. So we have a lot.
Well, do you like it?
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. I think it looks so good.
Do you think you're gonna be able to keep up with it?
Yeah. The only part I'm nervous about is the beverages because we like blow through the bubblies a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as we are just like keeping up with it, then it's sustainable. And I think that we will because it looks so good. And I feel like I know everything that's in my fridge now, and I honestly didn't before. Like, you did pull out stuff and you're like, is this good? And I was like, it's a really great question. She asked me so many questions and I'm like, it's a really great question.
Well, hopefully it'll help you when you're like grocery shopping to like cut down on grocery costs, because you'll be able to see what you have and not buy 4 bottles of mayonnaise.
Sometimes it's BOGO. Well, okay, also, because Brian and I, my boyfriend and I, we just moved in together, so we like combined houses. So like stuff from his house and stuff from my house, we had like multiple. So that's my excuse. That's what I'm going with, even though we've lived here for like 5 months.